Emmons interviewing Daddy on December 28th.
2012, right?
Yes. Here in Oregon.
The Willamette Valley.
Yes. Okay. I will be
Wilsonville. We call it Wilsonville, don't we?
Yes. I will be asking you 10 questions about this season Christmas. Question number 1. What was your favorite Christmas?
Well, it's hard. We were talking about that, and I just have like favorite clips of different Christmases. Probably getting 10-speed bicycles in a house we rented one time. I remember coming down and being, oh, that was really cool. Because it was still dark, and you could, the light was shining, and all you could see were these kind of blue bicycle frames. So that was fun. I remember my grandmother, Meemaw, coming down and going to Christmas, spending Christmas with us. I remember a cat walking through some mashed potatoes and a burnt cake that was pretty upsetting for folks. A burnt cake. We always did a tree. I remember having troubles putting up trees and calling folks over to help put up trees. I remember, here's a memory. We had this crazy ass dog that would bounce all around and jump. He jumped 6 feet. He was a rescue dog or something. Who knows what we got? But he was a skinny black, manic, crazy dog that would jump and Mom had a lot of hand-me-down family heirloom ornaments. Can you see the mix that's going to happen? The dog knocked, and then there was like a Depression-era glass that had her dad's name on it that got busted, and there were all these family ornaments that had names on them that were really cool. And when we put up the tree, we'd always talk about each ornament. Yeah. Because they'd have people's names on it, or each ornament when Mom... we kind of tried to do that. We didn't do it so much this year because we were in a hurry, I guess, but we talked about when we hanging up what each ornament means and that kind of stuff. Okay. Other memories, good Christmas memories. I enjoyed having first Christmas with my boys, you know. That was kind of neat.
Okay, question number 2. What was your favorite Christmas gift?
I don't know. I remember your mom got me the iPhone one year. I remember the TV this year.
Yes.
Those bikes were kind of cool. I always feel awkward around Christmas, and getting all those gifts always made me feel awkward, and the pressure, and particularly my parents were divorced, and going back and forth, and we would bring like a treasure trove of a haul of gifts from my dad's house, and I always felt kind of comfortable with all the gifts. I don't know why. I still am very self-conscious when I open gifts. It's hard for me. I enjoyed the gifts I get from my sons. I got a tie. That was cool. I was surprised by the coffee from Elias, and so I don't have one special Christmas gift.
Okay, question number 3. Tell us about the best Christmas feast you had.
I enjoyed cooking this year. I enjoyed cooking last year. We'd always go to Aunt Darlene's, and they'd always lay it out in the kitchen, and you have to go to the kitchen to get it. I remember stuffing oyster dressing, something I don't. A big Christmas feast. That must be Thanksgiving. I don't know. They don't stick out like that to me. Going to church going in that dingy 150-year-old basement and doing the church feast at Salem was kind of cool. With those old guys and all those people from my kids. We did that one year with you. Dressed you up and went to a meal down there.
Okay, question number 4.
Pretty lame at answering these questions. I'm not specific.
Did Santa come to your house when you were a kid?
Absolutely. I remember one year there was a boot print in the fireplace.
Really?
I remember that. Santa would always leave a candy cane, a big honking candy cane by your bed. And you'd wake up and it was there. It's like, ah! And we'd leave bologna sandwich and beer. I keep trying to get you guys to do that and you won't do it. Milk and cookies. He's had milk and cookies like 4 billion times.
Let's see. At least twice from every kid in the world.
Yeah.
Every house.
So a good beer, a sandwich and a beer, you'd be ready for it by the time you hit to our house.
Yeah.
I think Aunt Darlene and Noni used to do that too.
Maybe a sandwich
Question
and milk.
number 5. Did Santa ever give you a surprise gift?
I think Santa left the bikes. Those bikes were a big surprise that I wasn't expecting as a kid.
Okay, that will bring us to question 6. What family members gathered for Christmas celebrations when you were a kid?
When I was a real little kid, I remember going. We would do a lot of traveling. So I remember going to Martha and Roger's, my grandmother and grandpa on my dad's side, and we'd go down in their basement because they had a living room set in their basement, and we'd crawl in this plastic tunnel. You guys had a plastic little tunnel, but this was yellow, and we'd crawl in that, and there was a cement shower and the washer and dryer down there. And then, and then upstairs she would always have a tree, and there's a certain flavor of her house decorations and stuff that I remember. We'd go to my my mom's mom, but she lived in a small house. We didn't feast much there. I don't remember feasting there at all. But I remember going to my Aunt Darlene's house, and so that would be my aunt, her Uncle Russ, Richie, Stephen, me, Marla, Mom, my grandmother, whatever hobo we picked up. Nobody picked up a hobo. We should have.
Okay, question number 7. Tell us about a Christmas wish that didn't come true. That didn't come.
I can't think of one. I don't think anybody's been able to think of one.
Okay, number 8. Describe the decorations in your house when you were a kid.
When we were a kid, I think Noni was talking about tinsel. I remember tinsel everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, the tinsel would not only stay on the tree, it would get everywhere. And we would have depression glass ornaments, right?
Yeah.
We'd have these glass ornaments that had everybody's name on it. And there were these 2 birds that I guess Mom and Dad got when they were married, and they were kind of representative of them. And then there was this pink bird that Marla would always hang up. Then there was a lot of homemade, like kid decorations, like you make at school and bring home that ended up. We always had like that plastic silvery garland. We did put lights out on the bushes every once in a while, like they were the big bulbs too. They're back in the 60s, the big bulbs, not the LED lights or anything. I remember we went several years. We would get these bubble lamps. They would screw into the big bulbs, and the water would heat and make bubbles, and then go up kind of like this oil chimney. And then so there were like 2 different colors of oil. And I think we started with like 1, and then we bought like a string of them and stuff. So we had these like oil lamps stuff.
Cool. Number 9. We're almost done.
We always had a wreath too.
Soon I'm gonna be on 10 minutes.
What traditions did your parents do that you continue?
I'd like to do the beer and sandwich. It drives me nuts. I'd make your mom so damn mad every year. I'd suggest that. And then last year we tried to do it, and you weren't going to do it. You were going to leave cookies and no. But yeah, I see. Christmas Eve service was always pretty important in my house that I think we should keep. The meal, Christmas meal. I think also because I grew up in a house without divorced parents, I think not really clinging to that day is important because sometimes you can't get to everybody's house or stuff. So I think not worrying about days and specific dates are going to be something I'll have to keep up with.
Okay.
The pizza's done.
Question number 10.
This is the hard one because nobody.
What was your best gift you gave to your sister?
I always give my sister lame gifts. I don't know.
What specific gifts did you give to your sister?
I always give her lame gifts, and then we tend not to exchange gifts now. She's always kind of, I don't know, lame gifts to my sister.